What's up, gamers? I'm finally done with Breaking Bad. Holy shit, what a show. It's definitely getting its own video at some point, but all I have to say right now is, yeah, I get it. There's a reason it's regarded as one of the best pieces of media ever created. Seeing the evolution of not only the writing, but the characters, the actors putting so much thought and care into their performances, really psychologically exploring these emotions and scenarios their characters are put through, watching their input and seeing how their roles expand. What a god-tier example of how a series should progress. Of course, that being said, I also watch El Camino. Well, I got to Breaking Bad Season 2, watched all of Better Call Saul, went back to Breaking Bad, watched El Camino, now I'm waiting for fucking, one of the new ones, I don't know, Better Fuel Huel, I don't know. Needless to say, El Camino. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. A pretty good 2-hour episode of Breaking Bad with some great production value and insane cinematography. The shots in this really bring you close to the tension, really make you feel these things Jesse has been through and is going through. The methodical slowness, the explosivity, the pain. El Camino is Jesse's fiery swan song, and it doesn't give up. Jesse escaping the most unimaginably torturous 6 months of his life, being flooded with emotions, and immediately going to his truest friends, the only people who have been unquestionably kind and loyal to him throughout the whole series, the one wholesome relationship that Jesse is able to retain, and the genuine care they have for him. Skinny Pete and Badger are now my favorite Breaking Bad characters, and Skinny Pete gifting Jesse his hat and then saying,
"Dude, you're my hero and shit,"
is so heartbreaking it makes me scream. We need essays exploring the tragedy of Skinny Pete. The care they have for him, the cuts of flashbacks Jesse has, the PTSD he suffers. It's horrifying and heartbreaking in only the way Breaking Bad can be. Jesse finally has a chance to escape to Alaska, get a fresh start, something he really thought about once he asked Mike, one of the only other people to treat Jesse right. The planning Skinny Pete does to get Jesse off the track of the cops and off the radar, the love and respect exuding from Badger and him. If you can't appreciate this movie for anything else, at least love it for the bow tie on Jesse's only friendships. El Camino essentially turns into a thriller movie from here. The tension in the apartment scene is sharp and terrifying. The callbacks to previous episodes keeping you on your feet, the uncertainty of the threats, the reveal of the fake cops, the loss Jesse faces one last time because nothing can ever go right for Jesse Pinkman. The vacuum repair guy's cold indifference, the low stakes eventually culminating in the shootout, which is just so hot, baby. But of course, the true villain of the movie, the one who had the most impact on Jesse, the one who damaged him the most.
What are you doing?
No, I'm kidding, it's Todd. Fuck Todd. Now, I didn't like Todd when I watched Breaking Bad. I thought he was underwritten, I thought he was just a tool for his Nazi uncle, and he just wasn't all that interesting to me. But oh my god, El Camino recontextualizes all of it. Todd is a dark mirror of Walter, another person who was just here to beat Jesse down into nothing and make him submissive. But whereas Walter does it through his psychological manipulation, Todd is outright physically a monster. The conditions he leaves Jesse in, the things he does to him, all with a smile on his face without seeing anything wrong. Todd is a menacing, threatening sociopath who's just doing all he knows. In the same way, he's also a dark mirror of Jesse, being brought up and into the world by the wrong people, being manipulated and made to do bad things. But Todd isn't a victim like Jesse. He's complacent, he's content. He is such a force to be reckoned with and in such a low-key way, and Jesse Plemons is goated for this. The image of Jesse having to sleep next to the dead body of the housemaid that Todd killed, Jesse really being beaten down and viewed as nothing more than a rat, nothing better than a dead body. It's horrifying. It's more and more layers on the tragedy of Jesse Pinkman. El Camino is great for Breaking Bad fans. We get one of the only truly wholesome scenes between Jesse and Walter.
I totally graduated high school, dick.
And seeing Jane made me... Still, it has its problems. Is it a good Breaking Bad movie? Well, sometimes it feels too action thriller for its own good. Jesse is full John Wick mode here. After being kept in a cage for 6 months, I don't think it's realistic for him to be this agile and powerful. That's a nitpick though. I don't think it's a good conclusion for Jesse either. I think a story about him finally escaping, fleeing the state and going up through the country, being tailed by the people who want him, finally arriving at Alaska would have worked better. In this, we get a conclusion without an actual conclusion. It's left vague what happens to Jesse in Alaska, which yeah, I get, but don't promise to cap off his character arc and really give us nothing. This movie equates to Jesse just living through his trauma, killing some knuckleheads and running away, no real satisfaction or ending. Even if he dies in the blaze of glory, or gets caught by the cops or the cartel or anything, any kind of ending I think would be more satisfying than this. But still, I don't want Jesse to get in any more trouble. I don't want anything else bad to happen to him. Jesse is the emotional core of Breaking Bad, and I don't think this story does right by him, but I still appreciate it. Aaron Paul does an incredible job of portraying three very distinct Jessies, each one having lived through different tragedies than the last. His history with the show is felt so palpably, and he's the motor for the whole movie. What an incredible job to him and Vince. So that's El Camino. Do you agree, or am I a big dumb stupid idiot? Let me know in the comments, like, share, all that, please. And remember...